Hello everyone, happy new month and welcome to ABOUT.News. My name is Woyome, coming to you from Accra, Ghana, and this is your global football roundup for the past week. Like we always do for the next few minutes, we'll go through some of the top stories in football that have graced our scene locally and internationally. As always, like I do every other week, I do this with
Selwyn Saki, and we are out and about to bring you all the big facts in Ghana football.
Well, new players on the official 1xBet platform get up to 300% bonus on their very first deposit using our promo code ABOUTGH. You want to check that out right now. Now, let's begin with our first story. Like we always do, we start with the local scene. Accra Hearts of Oak suffered a surprising round of 64 exits from the MTN FA Cup after a 1-0 defeat to Division 2 side True Life FC, despite entering the match on the back of a morale-boosting win. A heavily rotated Hearts side conceded a decisive goal in the 78th minute. The loss marks the second time in 3 years that the Phobians have been knocked out by a lower division team at the same venue. Some of the results we saw on Wednesday when the round of 64 took place was Division 2 side, like we mentioned, True Life winning over Hearts of Oak. Vision FC also suffered a defeat at the hands of Atram Divisa. Basake Holy Stars lost to Gold Stars FC. Great Ambition lost to Asanska FC. And Police National 1-0. Mysterious Drafts 0. What do you make of this, Darwin?
Accra to folk, quite disappointing for them to be exiting this early against a Division 2 side. Winning a Premier League game against Vision, we all thought that Accra to folk were back to form, but then losing to True Life, the fans were really upset with the coach. Because he rotated the squad, he brought in a lot of younger players who don't get enough time. But I mean, come on, it's FA Cup, and this is sometimes coaches use the FA Cup to test other players to see what they can do. He took that risk, but was defeated by True Life. It's quite disappointing for them, and the fans are calling for his head. That Didi Dramani should leave the club at the moment. They're saying that he's too known. He thinks he knows everything, and House of Folk can be losing a game like this. And always House of Folk is in the news.
Yes, it's surprising, like you mentioned, because they always have a problem with venues. They moved from the Accra Sports Stadium, citing they were not confident on the pitch. Now they lost on their home pitch where they have training every other week, and that's surprising. But the other surprising result was Asanska FC defeating Great Ambition.
Yeah, Asanska is a good side. They've been known for producing a lot of players and exporting them outside. You don't see them coming into the bigger side like the Premier League or Division 1. They like to be in Division 2. Groom players, develop them, and then export them. So it looks like their project is looking bright if they are winning games like this. And kudos to Asanska.
And no pressure at all. And it was back-to-back defeats for Vision FC.
Yep.
You know what's happening.
Our team.
Okay. Let's move on to our second story. On the Black Queens.
Yes, now the Black Queens coach Kim Lars Björkegren praised his team's performance in their friendly against England, highlighting their hard work and resilience despite facing one of the world's top teams. He emphasized the potential of young players like Abigail Kim and Mariam Ponsa, lauded goalkeeper Cynthia Conlan's talent, and spoke on a continuing squad development ahead of the next Women's African Cup of Nations, stressing steady progress and careful talent monitoring both locally and abroad. Yvonne, England versus Ghana Black Queens. Great game, was it?
Yeah, great game. And we're content with the results we saw. Yes, because the Black Queens entered this game as the underdogs, facing the Euro winners, the Lionesses of England.
They had beaten China 8-0 before our game, so
yes.
What were we expecting?
I think we were expecting more than 8 goals for the Black Queens, but the Black Queens held that team.
No, they should be proud. It was a good result. I mean, the first half was a disaster, obviously, but the second half they tried to manage the game, and I think we showed ourselves. The goalkeeper Cynthia really showed herself on a big stage like that. So it gives her the chance to also attract some. I mean, most of the girls. I just hope that they'll get sued by some of the clubs in England because they showed up.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of tournament, let's move quickly to the African Cup of Nations that is starting this month. Well, CAF has introduced several new regulations for the 2025 AFCON in Morocco, focusing on squad submissions, travel, and training logistics. Now, the four rules are: the national teams must submit their final squad list at least 10 days before the tournament or face a $10,000 fine. The second rule is only 18 players from each squad may travel between host cities by air, road, or rail. Teams moving from Rabat to Casablanca must travel on match day morning, while travel to other cities is allowed a day earlier. Number 3, nations expected to travel between these cities during the group stages include Zimbabwe, South Africa, Angola, Tanzania, Tunisia, Uganda, Botswana, DR Congo, Sudan, Burkina Faso, and Equatorial Guinea. Number 4, no full training session at venue a day before games. Teams may only visit and familiarize with the stadium between 2 p.m. and 9 p.m. local time, pending CAF approval. So many rules.
I don't know how I feel about this, because if the teams are going for a tournament, normally they're allowed to go there like a day before, train on the pitch, get used to it. But I don't understand familiarize with the pitch. Walking on the pitch is familiarized. No, I need to train. I need to understand which part of the pitch is bad, where I need to step. So I need to play football. I need to understand. But I don't know. It brings questions on organization, understanding. But Morocco is supposed to be like one of the best tournaments. But with all these rules, I don't know how the teams are going to get used to it. It looks a bit confusing for us. And yeah. What do you think, Yvonne?
I think some of the coaches have complained about the timing of these rules.
Yes.
Because they've scheduled training in Portugal and the likes, and so the new date means that they would have to forfeit those trainings and move to Morocco ASAP. So, but every rule that the organization puts into the tournament is for the betterment of it and for the good of the clubs. But the 18 players from each squad is a problem.
Yes.
But then it means that the coaches have to be strategic and get the right players.
Wait, how many players are you supposed to call to this tournament? Normally we know it's 23.
Yeah, 20. Yes.
So why 18 players from each squad may travel between host cities by air, road, or rail? Teams moving between Rabat and Casablanca must travel on match day morning, while travel to other cities is allowed at the air.
I think it's for coordination and all of that.
Oh, I just hope it's safe, because I mean, players get tired traveling just a day and playing a game the next day, all that, Well, all the best to them. Ghana is not past though.
Speaking of Ghana, a former Black Stars player has
yes. Kevin Prince Boateng has been speaking, and Boateng offered a candid take on football's greatest stars Messi and Ronaldo, emphasizing the contrast between the natural talent and relentless effort, saying young players shouldn't try to emulate Messi's unmatched skill, but can follow Ronaldo's example of dedication and perseverance to achieve success. Kevin Prince Boateng offered a candid take on football's greatest stars, emphasizing the contrast between natural talent and relentless effort. Ronaldo and Messi, Yvonne.
Wow, this debate, I don't agree with Kevin Prince Boateng trying to make light of Ronaldo's talent. Ronaldo does have talent, and to say that it's easier to emulate Messi when you say that Messi has talent, is either you have it or not. So if you don't have Messi's talent, what are you emulating?
I think what he's trying to say is that they are both talented, but Messi's own is out of this world. It's natural. It's gifted.
Yeah, so you can't emulate it.
Yes, there are certain things you can't learn from Messi.
Yeah, but you can also learn Ronaldo's.
You can learn his discipline.
So
you can learn to sleep early. You can learn to eat well.
Okay.
You can learn to train early.
Okay.
And all that.
So how many players are like Ronaldo? Have you heard are like Ronaldo?
Yes, nobody. A lot of people don't have the discipline.
So why are people emulating that as well?
He's saying that if you want to emulate one of them,
choose Ronaldo.
It will be more possible to emulate Ronaldo.
But it's easy to tell people. No, this is a very interesting discussion because I haven't heard a lot of people, well, people being likened to Ronaldo. Because we hear from Barcelona saying the next Messi, they see the next Messi in Ansu Fati and Lamine Yamal.
I think they're saying it
I've
based on
never heard
talents.
anyone say that they are seeing the next Ronaldo in any player.
That's what I say. So maybe if those players, maybe if Ansu Fati was trying to emulate Messi, now look at what Ansu Fati is.
Was he trying to use fast?
We don't know. We don't know. But
so you do agree with him, or to a point?
I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I understand what you're
But
saying.
do you agree?
I just understand it.
Okay, let's move our attention to the FIFA World Cup. FIFA announced the third phase of the 2026 World Cup ticket sales, which will begin on December 11th, giving fans their first chance to apply for single match tickets once matchups are confirmed. Over 2 million tickets have already been sold with strong demand from the USA, Canada, and Mexico, the host nations. The 48-team tournament, hosted across 16 North American cities, kicks off on June 11th next year in Mexico City and ends on July 19th at the MetLife Stadium. Fans are reminded that tickets don't guarantee entry into host countries, and early visa applications are advised. With a priority system available for US-bound ticket holders, the final draw will take place this week.
Yep, in Washington, D.C. What do you think? What are you expecting, Ghana? Who do you think is going to be in our group? The USA say they want us, though.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
We want them to.
I don't want them to.
Me, I want them.
I don't want
Bro,
them to.
Yeah.
I want Canada, South Korea.
Want USA. Ghanaians want USA.
South Korea, Panama, and
Ghanaians want USA.
Ghanaians want USA.
You want USA in our group. We want to face them. We want to revenge them again.
Why don't you want South Korea? You've played South Korea number.
They can join us, but we want USA in our group. That's what we are saying. We want USA. People that we've met. USA, we need to meet them again because we beat them in 2006. They beat. 2010 we beat them. They beat us in 2014. We need to beat them again. So one USA. South Korea, we can meet them again. We beat them in Qatar. Uruguay, we still have to. We have to. Uruguay, they're beating us twice. They need to bring themselves again. So we need USA, South Korea, Uruguay. Bring them on.
Is Uruguay in pot 3 though?
I don't know. Check. Yeah, but whoever comes, you know.
Yeah, but
whoever comes.
Well, on the ticket, right?
Who are you expecting, Yvonne? Give me your 3 teams in our group.
Like I said, Canada, South Korea, Panama, and of course the Black Stars.
So I need this group there.
No, Canada, because I don't think we've ever faced Canada.
No, we haven't.
Yes, and they don't have
Panama.
They don't have World Cup heritage as opposed to.
Oh, you are looking for an easy group.
Of course, we want to progress into the round of 16 at least. But the thing about, back to the story about ticket sales, is very interesting because this World Cup is very expensive. We understand how the US is. The US is a big nation, and you have to actually travel between the cities. I wonder how fans are going to feel about the tickets not being a guarantee to enter the host country. So if you buy a ticket and you apply for a visa and you don't get in, you might have to resell your ticket to anyone willing to buy. But you're looking forward to that draw. It should be a very, very good draw. Kickoff will be Mexico. They are in Group A, and the USA is in Group D. So if we are paired with the USA, we are likely to be in Group D.
Let's see how that goes. And the World Cup will be there. The draw is today, yeah?
Yeah.
4 p.m., 5 p.m.?
Yeah, 5 p.m. GMT.
Yes. So now let's move on to PSG. They will celebrate their 25th anniversary of PSG for communities during this December 6th march at the Parc des Princes, with President Nasser Al-Khelaifi and Ambassadors Warren Zaïre-Emery and Sakina Kashwari in attendance. The evening will highlight the club's long-standing commitment to generosity and inclusion. A fundraising campaign will support programs that help vulnerable young people through education, sports, girls empowerment, and student food assistance. Over 25 years, these initiatives have reached 300,000 young people through 6,000 activities. It's good to see football clubs getting community and supporting, Yvonne.
Yeah, they owe it to the community. That's what football is about,
Yep.
helping people and improving lives and just being part of our communities. We also see clubs like Liverpool and Wolves have that. Wolves got an award a few days ago, 2 awards for their work in the community. So, but do we have that in the Ghana Premier League?
Well, I mean, we've been doing our regular cleanups and things. I know
Which clubs?
across folk go to the beach to clean the beach.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, we try in our own way.
Why are they cleaning the beaches though?
Because the beaches are not clean. And you know, across folk is related to the coastal areas, the Kamashi, Jamestown, and all that. So yeah, they go back home to do some cleanups and all that. So it's also part of helping the community.
That's very ironic because they are willing to clean the beaches, but they're not willing to play along the beaches. That's very ironic.
They used to train by the beach though. That was back then, early 2000s.
Yeah, but the sports stadium is by the beach, yo.
So what did you clean?
They should stick to the Accra Sports Stadium. Which other clubs? No other club.
Accra Sports Stadium.
No, I mean which other club has this community?
Oh, I can talk for my club, Accra to Folk. We've done that, so I don't know about the rest.
I think we should encourage more of that. Especially when we are trying to build the league, there should be a connection with the fans.
Yes. That's a way to even get people to the stadium, connect with the communities. It's true. We need to do more of that.
We need to do more in the Ghana Premier League. So
I think other clubs and maybe other regions do. I know Samatex does some stuff in where they are.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think we need more visibility. And so if you know any clubs in the Ghana Premier League that partakes in any community initiatives and exercise, drop it in the comment so we find out more and we project the goodwill of the clubs towards their fans. So have we exhausted our
Yep, and that's it for About. Yvonne, what do you have to tell our people before we go?
Well, again, new players on the official 1xBet platform can get up to 300% bonus on their very first deposit using our promo code ABOUTGH, capital letters. So check it out right now. Rush to the 1xBet platform to do just that. My name is Wawoyume. I did this with
Selwyn Saki, and we'll
see you next week.
Out.